It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. So, if you're listening to me today on the show, it might sound a little weird because half of my face is numb and I can't use half of my mouth because I went to the dentist today. I had a little baby cavity, okay? It wasn't even that big. It was a simple fix, but I have this situation where my immune system burns through, like, the numbing stuff, the numbing shot that they give you. It burns through it so quickly, and this was a new dentist, and he didn't know this. So the first one, he got it. 45 minutes later, he came in. He's like, all right, let's do this. And I'm just like, you got to give me this shot again, dude. I can feel everything again. He's like, what? Really? I was like, yeah. Where have you been? Anyway, so I had to have a double dose of that stuff, and now my face is really numb, and I'm trying. Like, it's getting better. It's almost at the point that I can start feeling things again, but it's still like I look weird when I'm talking. Like, I have to look at myself. I'm currently looking at myself to make sure that I am trying to move my lip as much as I can. It's not working very well, though. I don't know why I'm squinting either. I hate the dentist. We got the cavity filled. We got it fixed. But my mouth is numb. It's very numb. Sounds like Cobra Kai may be ending soon, but the creators want to do a Mr. Miyagi prequel series. I feel like it just needs to end. I'm sorry. Season 2 of Squid Game is going to drop on December 26th, and the creators want to make one final season after that. And we got another one. Seems like Charlie XCX and Billie Eilish are teaming up. I'd be okay with that. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. Oh, Shawn Mendes dropping his new album, Shawn. Oh, that's real creative. October 18th, and he also shared a preview of his upcoming single, Is That Enough? I listened to it. It was meh. As they say, it was mid. Yeah, not my favorite. And also, StubHub is being sued over deceptive pricing and junk fees. Now let's do that to Ticketmaster. That's your 2 o'clock tea on Z103. Finally, we're talking about stuff that matters. There's a lady on TikTok that has shown proof that the Kellogg's Rice Krispie treats in the larger 40-count boxes are smaller than the ones in the other boxes. I've been saying this for so long. I'm so tired of they're upcharging all the items and then making everything smaller. And I'm just like, this is making no sense to me. Why are we doing this? It's not like we're that stupid. We know that you're not giving us as much food as we used to. And I don't have $20 for a box of Rice Krispie treats. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I'm about to tell you a secret. And we're not going to tell anybody in my family or else I will never live it down, okay? Mostly because I come from a family that dogs are not really allowed in the house. Dogs are just outside animals. And where you have a dog that's really your only friend in your life, the most important being in your life at the moment, you want to spoil them and love them and just, you want to sleep with them, okay? You want to snuggle with them when you go to bed. My parents are just like, don't you ever let your dog on your bed. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, no worries. No, I let Nix up on the bed last night. Granted, I did have her puppy blanket over top of it, so she wasn't on top of, like, any of my bedding. She stayed on her blanket, too. Like, she was such a good puppy. I was so proud of her. And she was so snuggly. And I'm just like, oh, you're never snuggly with me. This is amazing. I just thought you weren't a cuddly puppy, but you are. And it was the best, okay? She is now a dog that sleeps on my bed. And you know what? I don't even care. She's sweet and adorable, and I love her, and she gives the best little snuggles. Like, she puts her nose right up against. I love her so much. I'm sorry, this turned out really cheesy and stupid, but dude, just don't judge people if they want to let their dog sleep on their bed, okay? Petition to get rid of the Olympics. We're checking out snail racing championships. I didn't even know that was a thing. So what happens is it's happening over in England, and they put them all in the middle of a table with a ring on the outer edge. So the snail that makes it to that ring first wins. And this year's champion, his name was Jeff. He clocked in with an impressive time of 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Oh, this is so much better than the actual Olympics. Dude, I totally forgot to tell this little bit of information, okay? I know this is country music, but it also applies to American Idol and Katy Perry. So Carrie Underwood is joining American Idol this coming season to replace Katy Perry. And, you know, everybody knows Carrie Underwood. She won season 4 of American Idol back in 2005, okay? I feel like that the judge should be someone that has won American Idol in the previous years. I feel like that'd be so much cooler. And Carrie Underwood, totally qualified. Idaho's #1 hit music channel, Z103. Sorry, I'm stumbling over words. My mouth is still just a tiny bit numb. It's not that numb anymore. Like, I'm getting better, but it's still just like, meh, still there. I feel like over the time that we've been alive, we've come up with a lot of things that we're overwhelmed with, but this is definitely #1 or #2 or #3, okay? According to a survey, 62% of people are overwhelmed with access screens and are worried about managing too many passwords, accounts, and logins. Yeah! I am. I'm so tired of having to carry around a little notebook with all of my passwords in it because I am an old lady and I refuse to put any of them in my phone. Okay? I am so tired of trying to remember passwords for every single little thing because I'm not an idiot and I do not use the same password for everything. If you use a password for everything, same one, do not do that. Get rid of it. Start doing different passwords. Please, I beg of you. That is how you get hacked. Because once they find out one password, you're in big trouble. So I know it's overwhelming, trust me, but it's going to be worth it because then you don't have to change anything else when you do get hacked. So if I have to be overwhelmed and anxious about my passwords, so do you. Stop using one password. What are some subtle changes that have happened to you that made you realize you're getting older? 208-524-1033 or go comment on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. For me, the day that I was so freaking excited to get a vacuum, and now it is my favorite thing to do in the whole entire world, is I use that vacuum all the time. It's really depressing, but I love my new vacuum. It is fancy, it's bougie, and it makes everything look clean. So that's mine. Also, my bum ankles and bum knees, not as good as I once was. Then again, I don't think my knees were actually that good to begin with. All right, over on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. Oh, where was the one that I was looking at the other day? Jim, I sneeze and I throw out my back. I'm sorry, Jim. We have, where was it? It was so funny. Okay. Amanda, I sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies after you add the milk in the morning. Love it. Mike, I talked to my buddy for 45 minutes about his lawn sprinklers. Dude, I feel this to a T. Me and my best friend can talk about yard stuff all the time. And the fact that we hate the doorknobs on our houses, that happens all the time. Dawn says choking on air didn't happen before 40. I always did that. Robin talking like my parents. Also, understanding the way that your parents thought about things. You just start thinking like an adult, and it kind of sucks. So what are some subtle changes that happened to you that made you realize you're getting older? 208-524-1033 or over on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. So I read somewhere that that the zodiac signs were getting 2 new signs, and that can completely change the dates of the other 12 signs. Thankfully, it doesn't change mine. I am still a Pisces through and through. I am literally... I am Pisces. I am. But the 2 new ones, I can't pronounce them, but I'm going to try. Ophiuchus, November 30th through December 17th. And then Cetus is March 28th through March 29th. So, yeah, I said those wrong, but those are the new signs. I said them incorrectly, but thankfully, I'm still a Pisces. All right, so if you would like to strengthen your relationship with your significant other, try this trick. I don't know. Gottman Institute came up with this trick, and they based it on how long it takes to trigger the release of oxytocin, okay? So that's the love hormone, if you don't know what that is, and it helps us bond with babies, pets, and each other. Basically, they're saying a quick little kiss on the way to work is not going to release any happy. No happy. And so with that, you have to give that special person, your significant other, a full 6 seconds kiss before you go to work. Okay? 6 seconds is the amount of time it takes for that oxytocin to be released into your body. That way you're also feeling more connected, and it's also going to reduce levels of stress The other option is a hug. They say that one takes 20 seconds of hugging to achieve the same connectedness you get from a 6-second smooch. So whether you want 6 seconds, 20 seconds, try either one of them, and it should strengthen your relationship. If not, I tried. It's Katie Lee here on Z103. I've got an Olympic update for you. Team USA won 4 more medals at the Olympics yesterday, and all of them won by women. Swimmer Katie Ledecky broke her own Olympic record in the 1,500-meter freestyle, snagging the 8th gold of her career. I feel like that's super, super cool. And then along with that one, we also got a silver in women's 100-meter freestyle, courtesy of Tori Husk. My bad. We also got a silver in women's BMX, a bronze in women's canoeing, and I think that's a bit. So at the end of the day, the U.S. leads with 30 medals, France 26, China 19, Great Britain 17, and Australia 16. Wow, I can't talk. I'm sorry. But U.S. has, end of the day, still trailing in golds. So first in golds, we got China with 9, France and Japan are the 8, Australia 7, Great Britain and South Korea 6, and then the U.S. is in 7th place with 5 golds. So I feel like we're doing good. Still trekking along. Anyways, there you go. Olympic update for you. If you're going to rent a car, make sure you grab all your stuff out there or you're going to get in trouble. Because this person didn't do that. There's police in Nebraska. They're looking for someone who returned a rental car and left some illegal substances behind, 9 pounds of it. And local police, they probably have some info on who rented the vehicle because, they have to have that information when somebody rents a vehicle, right? But they're also inviting whoever left all of the stuff the chance to own up to it. How kind of them. This is so Nebraska. So in a post on social media, they say, feel free to stop by the police department. Speak with Officer so-and-so. He's more than happy to collect your information and take you a short walk across the street to visit the beautiful Hall County Department of Corrections. Man. So if you're going to, rent a car, make sure you take all your stuff out before you leave it. They're going to find you. Somebody's telling me that a lot of chocolate products now contain toxic heavy metals like lead, and I don't know how to pronounce that word. But the ones that are specifically having these large amounts of metal are the ones that are labeled organic. And all I got to say, I don't ever go for the organic chocolate, but if there's one thing about it is if I die happy, as long as I got a bar of chocolate in my hand, I'm okay with that. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I'm out of here for the day, my friends. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.